on the soul with it. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? The Island Ricks coming to you live with yet another video. So I want to talk to you guys about LeBron James and why the NBA will pretty much influence his decision or will pretty much force him to the Los Angeles Lakers next year. The Los Angeles Lakers is an extremely big market. The New York Knicks isn't out of the question, but I think that the Los Angeles Lakers will be a top destination for LeBron James. The NBA ratings are down. They've been down since like 2014, 2015 season. I was reading an article earlier today, and I will post the link in the description box of what I read. But the title of the article is "As NBA Ratings Decline, Questions Over Whether Mixing Sports and Politics is Bad Business." This article came out March 15, 2017. That was this year. And it starts off by saying, as major athletes like NBA stars LeBron James and Steph Curry continue to inject themselves into the political debate, questions are swirling over whether mixing politics with sports leading consumers to turn their TVs off. So, it said that, they were down. The ratings for Cleveland Cavaliers broadcast on Fox Sports were down 27%. That was 2015-2016 season. And it says it was down like a total of 15% from last season. So even with Kevin Durant joining the Golden State Warriors, I'm almost sure like the ratings went down like during the regular season because, there was really no competition. So by not being no competition, nobody was like going to watch. And then the Golden State Warriors were blowing out almost every single team. The Cavaliers were blowing out every single team. You can't tell me that the ratings weren't down during the playoffs because the Cavaliers was pretty much beating every team, which I was like, okay, the Cavs aren't that great. Like from the Warriors standpoint, it was understandable that they were, wiping out every team because they had, 4 all-stars on their team. They have 2 superstars and 4 all-stars on their team. And they had a nice bench, a great bench actually, which is why they get to the finals every year. And for them to blow every team out was understandable. But for the Cavaliers to do it, it just didn't make sense to me. But that's just my opinion. However, like I said, the NBA ratings were even down before that year. So it's continuing to decline. They said that the NBA Finals ratings were, pretty much up last year, especially in game 5, after they forced it because, come on now, we all know that Golden State should have swept the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's just realistic because, come on now, that team sucks. That Cleveland Cavaliers team sucks. And it shouldn't even got that far. But clearly they forced, and that's what I was telling people, but, they end up forcing the game 5. And, like I said, the Golden State Warriors should have swept them. But I think that the NBA is going to influence LeBron James to go to the Los Angeles Lakers because the Lakers is one of the top, brands of all times in the NBA, probably next to the Boston Celtics, in terms of like, championships and, just diehard fans. People love the Boston Celtics and the Lakers. That's why the rivalry has been going on for years. So I think that, the Lakers have been out of the playoffs and they've sucked for the past like 5 or 6 years. And I think that getting LeBron James to go to the Lakers, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs this year, but I think that they're going to make the playoffs next year. I think that's why they wanted Lonzo Ball to go to the Lakers. And, Lonzo Ball was, LeVar Ball was constantly, always talking about his son, talking about the big baller brain. He was going to this television show, this show, and they were just hyping him up. So I knew that everybody pretty much knew that Lonzo Ball was going to the Lakers, not solely because of his talent. It was more so the attention that his dad garnered. And, they constantly kept talking about, his dad, Lonzo Ball, and his dad brought a lot of attention, whether it was good or whether it was negative. People constantly talked about Lonzo Ball. so it made his stock go up high. And he even lost the game. I think it was Sweet 16 or whatever he lost, and you know, like my thing is Lonzo Ball was constantly talked about, so of course they were going to bring him to the Lakers. It's like a drama show. It's like a soap opera. So they put him on the Lakers, gave the Lakers a second pick. And he already said he didn't want to go anywhere else. So they put him on the Lakers. They made sure he got to the Lakers, and I think they're going to make sure LeBron James is one of the, whether you talk about him or whether you don't talk about him, LeBron James is one of the biggest superstars in the sport. So by putting LeBron James, hate it or love it, I think they're going to put LeBron James on the Lakers so they can make the ratings go back up to where they once were. Everybody know that the Lakers have one of the most high viewerships, and everybody's going to support the Lakers and going to support, once like Shaq said, like so many people have said that once the Lakers do well, you already know, people tune in to watch. I think that, LeBron James has been continuing to lose in the finals. I think this is about to be his ride off into the sunset. He's going to, do what he has to do. He's going to probably lose again in this finals coming up, and then go to the Lakers and get them back to the Western Conference Finals and then ride off, just to get the ratings back up. And then they probably have another superstar, and they're going to have Brandon Ingram and all these guys come up under him. And eventually he's going to pass the torch, and these guys are going to, I guess the Lakers are going to get back to the glory days. But LeBron James to me, is probably going to be the reason why. He's going to be, sold as the reason why, because pretty much LeBron James is the biggest, he's the cash cow for the NBA. And, they pretty much use LeBron James in terms of getting to the finals every year. And he's to the NBA, he's the king or the puppet, I guess, in a sense. And that's not, to discredit him or say anything bad about LeBron. That's just, to me, my opinion. I feel like that's what they're using LeBron James for. But, however, that's just my opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I think that they're going to make sure LeBron James gets to the finals every year, and they're going to make sure LeBron gets to, the Los Angeles Lakers, because, it's only so much what LeBron James could do with these teams getting much tougher in the East. And he's going to continue to, his brand is not going to look good if he keeps losing. So if he can go to the West and starts to, build them back up, and he don't even have to get to the West. He don't even have to get to the finals. He can continue to lose, but, as long as he get the Lakers where they need to be, the ratings will go up and it'll be a win-win for the NBA. But that's just my take on it. Y'all let me know what y'all think in that comment box. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out.
Look, straight from the soul with it.